slow on a dusty town. Mama kneels, head bowed down. Boots by the door, orders read, a folded flag on the foot of the bed. Train rolls out with a mournful sound. Young men quiet, heads held proud. No silver talk, no farewell band. Just duty calling a working man. Here's to the ones who stand the line in army green and navy blue, Air Force wings in a burning sky, Marines where the fire breaks through. They don't brag, they don't explain, they just carry the weight and the pain, so we can sleep without fear at night. God bless the men who fight. Midnight watch on foreign ground, letter worn thin, passed around. Different stars in a different land, same old flag stitched on their hands. Brothers beside them, close and true, different lives, same thing to do. Hold that ground, don't turn away. Freedom's work, don't sleep away. Freedom ain't free, it's bought and paid by the ones who stay when others fade. So tip your hat and bow your head when that old flag passes by. Army, Navy, Air Force, strong Marines where the brave men die. They don't ask much, they don't complain, they just answer the call again. Bring them home when the job is done. God bless the brave ones, everyone.
Preach from stages lit up bright, cussing out the land that paid their way. Fly private jets, cash million checks, still say America's to blame. Never broke a back, I prayed real hard for a buddy overseas. Just talk real tough behind a mic from a place they've never been. If you don't like it here, just leave. Ain't nobody begging you to stay. This land was built on callous hands, not opinions getting paid. You can curse the flag, run your mouth from a coast-to-coast TV screen, but if you don't like it here, just leave. I'm talking welders, farmers, soldiers, truck stop coffee, busting knuckles, back road towns and front porch nights where folks still know right from trouble. We ain't perfect, never claim, but we earn the right to speak. You don't tear down the thing that fed you, then cry when we don't agree. If you don't like it here, just leave. Plenty of places you can go where they won't remind you what was paid or what freedom really costs. Say what you want, that's your right, but don't spit on the belief. If you don't like it here, just leave. My daddy said love it a fight, don't burn it down, then call it right. Freedom ain't just running loud, it's standing tall and standing proud. If you don't like it here, just leave. That's the deal this country made. We'll keep our God, our guns, our pride, and the dues our people paid. You're free to go, that's how it works. That's the truth and that's belief. If you don't like it here, just leave. No hard feelings, that's called freedom.
Left foot drums roll out where it all begun. From Concord Bridge to a nationwide, we carry the names of those who died. Farm boys, dock hands, factory lines, raise that flag through troubled times. From 13 stars to 50 bright, we've kept her flying through every fight. Step by step, hear the freedom song, 250 marching strong. From sea to sea, let the banners wave for the home of the free and the brave. Through war and peace, we carry on, every voice in the same old song. Let the whole world hear our drums, America, here we come. Towers, Dakota plains, California gold and Georgia rains, Texas wind and Ohio fields, Nevada dust where courage kneels, Michigan steel and Carolina pines, Kansas sweet and endless lines. From the Gulf Shore to Alaskan snow, every mile makes this country grow. Step by step, hear the freedom song, 250 marching strong. From sea to sea, let the banners wave for the home of the free and the brave. Through war and peace, we carry on, every voice in the same old song. Let the whole world hear our drums, America, here we come. We've stumbled, stood, and rose again. Different roads, but the same amen. Hands together, we still believe in the promise we'll never leave. Step by step, hear the freedom song, 250 marching strong. Bells ring out while the trumpets play for the red, white, and blue today. Past and present, marching as one under stars and stripes and sun. Let the whole world hear our drums, America, we've just begun. Drums roll on, the Union stands strong.
Crack in the sidewalk, Main Street town. Folks get fired up, throw words around. Front porch talk gets a little too loud. Hard-headed hearts in a divided crowd. We stumble, yeah, that's true, but we dust off boots and push on through. It's still the greatest country in the world. From blue-collar boys to small-town girls, coal mine deep to wheatfield roads, neon nights where freedom glows. We don't always get it right, that's true, but there ain't another flag I'd stand under but you. Through the fire and the fight we weathered and swerved. It's still the greatest country in the world. Picture frame, gold star tears and a whispered name. Different prayers in different pews, still bleed red, white, and blue. We argue hard, but when it's time, we draw that line and stand in line. Scars on these hands, we paid the cost. Freedom ain't cheap and it ain't been lost. Say what you want, but when that song unfurls, it's still the greatest country in the world. He was 5 in a plastic helmet, marching through the yard. Face paint on, cardboard rifle, playing soldier hard. Now he's standing in those dress blues, stronger than I've ever seen. Feels like yesterday you needed me. Now he's leaving to be a Marine. That front porch flag's still flying, but tonight it means more. 'Cause he raised his hand and swore it in to defend that red, white, blue. From backyard dreams to Paris Island, he's doing what he's called to do. Got his mama's heart in his back pocket, and my name stitched on his sleeve. Yeah, the world's gonna call him Marine, but he'll been so scared and proud, watching him walk on through. Semper Fi Son. Mama's trying not to break down, smiling through the tears. I just hold his hand a second longer, fighting back my fears. He says, don't you worry about me, on till you come back home.
Sun comes up on a 2-lane road, morning dew on the fields we sow. Coffee steams in a kitchen light, radio hums soft and low tonight. From the hills to the harbor line, every working hand looks just like mine. There's pride in every American heart, from a small town porch to the city park. Red, white, and blue in the way we stand, in the faith we hold in the calloused hands. We ain't perfect, but we play our part. God put freedom in the American heart. Factory whistle, school bell rings, kids still laugh and church choirs sing. Friday night and the bleachers glow, Grandpa talks about long ago. Says he fought so we could live this way and sleep in peace at the end of the day. There's pride in every American heart, from a gravel road to a boulevard, in a soldier's vow and a farmer's plow, in the promise of tomorrow now. We ain't perfect, but we play our part. God put freedom in the American heart. Stars above that courthouse square, they've watched every hope and prayer. Through hard times we still hold on, that's what keeps this country strong. There's pride in every American heart, you can hear it when the anthem anthem start, and every voice that sings along, in every right and every wrong. We ain't perfect, but we play our part. Thank the Lord for the American heart. Yeah, I thank the Lord tonight for this land and this life, and the pride in every American heart.
Sun was sitting on a two-lane road, dust hanging in the trees. Mama's screen door creaked behind him with that old warm summer breeze. There was a letter in his back pocket from the red, white, and blue. He'd been praying for a reason, for something he could do. Whom shall I send and who will go for us? Those words cut straight through me. I bowed my head in that quiet room and felt what I was meant to be. Through the doubt and through the fear, one answer came so clear. I said, here I am, Lord, send me. Mama tried to hide the tremble when I told her I was gone. Daddy just nodded slowly, said, son, you're standing strong. There's a lot of roads a young man walks when the whole world's waiting wide, but some hear a voice in the darkness saying, step up and decide. Whom shall I send and who will go for us? Those words cut straight through me. I bowed my head in that quiet room and felt what I was meant to be. Through the doubt and through the fear, one answer came so clear. I said, here I am, Lord, send me. Now these boots hit foreign gravel under far-off sky, but I still hear that calling every single night. Whom shall I send and who will go for us? I hear it plain as day. Through the smoke and through the fire, I wouldn't change my way. With the good Lord watching over me and this flag above the free, I said, here I am, Lord, send me. Here I am, Lord, send me. The bus door swung open in the Carolina night. Diesel smoke and floodlights burning bright. A drill instructor's voice cut the silence in two. Off the bus and on the footprints, move like Marines do. Shoes hit pavement, our old lives disappeared. Yellow footprints out on Paris Island, where a boy becomes a Marine and a Marine becomes a man. Every road in America led us where we stood. First step toward forever, just like we knew it would. Yeah, it all begins right here, where freedom's path is put. On those yellow footprints, stand tall son like his daddy said in war. Now 100 beating hearts dressed in government green, standing shoulder to shoulder, chasing one Marine dream. Cadence echoed through the barracks hall, yellow footprints out on Paris Island, where a boy becomes a Marine and a Marine becomes a man. Every road in America led us where we stood, first step toward forever, just like we knew it would. Yeah, it all begins right here, where freedom's path is put on those yellow footprints. Yellow footprints out on Paris Island, where a boy becomes a Marine and a Marine becomes a man. From Ohio towns to New York neighborhoods, every story started where those yellow footprints stood. First step toward forever, written where we stood on those yellow footprints. Yeah, the first step toward forever starts on yellow footprints. He set me down at the kitchen table, handshaking voice, but steady and able. Said, Dad, I know who I wanna be. There was something in his eyes I'd never seen. I wanna serve, yeah, he said it clear. I tried to smile, but I lost it right there. It ain't fear, it ain't doubt, it's just something I can't steer. There's a tear for the moment that I made that call, a tear for the day I watched him walk down the hall, a tear every night staring up at the sky, praying he's safe while the weeks roll by. Yeah, they fall for the worry, they fall for the pride, they fall when you gotta let your whole world fly. From goodbye to welcome home, I swear, a parent learns every kind of tear. Bus rolled up in the morning light, boots on gravel didn't feel right. He hugged his mama, held on strong. I said, go make us proud, but it came out wrong. That engine turned and carried him away. Another kind of tear fell that day. Letters came, said I'm earning my name. Then I saw him stand on that parade day, dressed blue sharp. I lost him in the crowd, but I found
a tear every night, staring up at the sky, praying he's safe while the weeks roll by. Yeah, they fall when he's gone, they fall when he's strong, they fall when you hear that welcome home song. When I held him again right there, man, those were the sweetest tears. From I'm gonna serve the boots back home, I learned every tear ain't cried alone. With a buzz cut fade, small town Friday night, but he never stayed. Watch those towers fall on a living room screen. Something in his chest said, that's my fight, that's me. Mama cried in the kitchen light, Daddy just nodded, said, son, do it right. Signed his name on the dotted line, traded in comfort for a harder kind of life. It ain't about the money, ain't about the fame, it's about the brothers gonna know your name. It's the eagle, globe, and anchor on his chest. It's the test of all tests, it's giving your best. It's the mud, the blood, the sweat, the pain. It's the pride that you can't explain. It's the ones on your left and right. It's the fire in the middle of the fight. It's a flag flying high 'cause of what you're living. Everything you got, earn, never give it. Hit sand in a foreign land, heartbeat loud, but his rifle steady in his hands. Letters from home in a cargo vest, little sister drawing him a hero in a mess. He's tired, he's warm, but he won't break down. Got a whole lot of weight when he's holding that ground. Every step, every breath he takes is for the man beside him and the promise he made. It ain't about glory, ain't about the show, it's about the ones that you'll never leave alone. It's the eagle, globe, and anchor on his chest. It's the test of all tests, it's giving your best. It's the mud, the blood, the sweat, the pain. It's the pride that you can't explain. It's the ones on your left and right. It's the fire in the middle of the fight. It's a flag flying high 'cause of what you're living. Everything you got, earn, never give it. Keeps marching on. Every scar, every mile, every sacrifice was a choice he made when he chose his life. You don't quit, you don't bend, you don't run. You remember where you came from. It's the eagle, globe, and anchor on his chest. It's the test of all tests, it's giving your best. It's the mud, the blood, the sweat, the pain. It's the pride that you can't explain. Yeah, it's the ones on your left and right. It's the fire in the middle of the fight. It's a flag flying high 'cause of what you're living. Everything you've got, earn, never give it.
Mama's up early, coffee on the stove. Daddy's out back with his hat pulled low. 20 years old, still her baby boy. But there's iron in his eyes mixed with pride and poise. He folded that flag on his bedroom wall. Said, I've been called to stand when the brave stand tall. So we held our heads high though our hearts felt sore. Watched him walk toward a life he chose to fight for. Red, white, and blue in the rising sun. He's our son, he's a Marine, and we're proud of the one. We'll pray every night till he's safely home, for the freedom he guards and the oath he's sworn. Boots by the doorway, letters in a stack, photographs of summers we can't get back. Daddy shook his hand, said, son, be strong. Mama kissed his cheek, tried not to cry too long. He said, I'll do my duty, do the best I can, to keep this country safe, to serve this land. So we held our heads high though our hearts felt sore. Watched him walk toward a life he chose to fight for. Red, white, and blue in the rising sun. He's our son, he's a Marine, and we're proud of the one. We'll pray every night till he's safely home, for the freedom he guards and the oath he's sworn. There's fear in the quiet, faith in the loud, tears on our cheeks, but our spirits are proud. He learned right from wrong at this kitchen table. Now he's carrying that truth wherever he's able. Mama keeps his room just the way it's been. Daddy checks the news with a worried grin. Every call from a number we don't know, we thank the Lord when we hear him say hello. And we hold our heads high though the nights are long, 'cause he's living the values we raised him on. Red, white, and blue in the midnight sky. He's our son, he's a Marine, and we won't ask why. We'll stand right here till he's safely home, proud of the man that our boys become. Yeah, proud of the man our boys become. Yeah, yeah, proud of the man our boys become.
On the line in the dead of night, steel in our lungs, got a fire inside. No handouts here, every inch we claim. Blood, sweat, honor, that's the game. From the yellow footprints to the battlefield, we don't break, we don't yield. We're the first to fight, hear the thunder roll. Semper Fi running through our soul. When the world goes dark, we ignite the flame. United States Marines, that's the name. From the dirt to the dressed blues clean, we earn that title. United States Marines. Hey!
just the hard way through. Every scar tells what we had to do. Brother to brother, side by side, no man left, no place to hide. From the crucible to foreign sand, we stand as one, we make our stand. We're the first to fight, hear the thunder roll. Semper Fi, running through our soul. When the world goes dark, we ignite the flame. United States Marines, that's the name. From the dirt to the dress blues clean, we earn that title. United States Marines. Left, right, earn, not given. Pain is weakness, we keep driven. Who are we? Marines. What are we? The few, the proud. We're the first to fight, hear the thunder roll. Semper Fi, running through our soul. When the call comes down, we don't hesitate. We carry the weight of freedom's fate. From the front lines to history's scenes, forever we stand. United States Marines. Hoorah echoes in the wind. One submarine, always within. There's a folded flag on the mantel shelf, a pair of boots by the door. A mama prays every single night for her boy in a foreign war. There's a farmer waking before the dawn, a factory whistle blowing strong. And somewhere overseas tonight, a soldier's making sure we carry on. Yeah, freedom ain't a line in a history book, it's written in sacrifice. That's the price of freedom, paid in blood and tears. In the sound of taps at sundown, and the weight of all those years. It's a hometown hero who answered when duty called, so we can raise our kids in peace and stand proud through it all. Old glory keeps waving, 'cause the brave still believe in her. Yeah, the price of freedom is worth every word. There's a waitress serving coffee downtown to a man with a silver star. He don't talk much about the things he's seen or the battle scars on his heart. But every time the anthem plays, he stands up straight and proud. And you can hear the gratitude in the silence of the crowd. 'Cause liberty don't stay alive on hope alone. Somebody's gotta stand and fight. That's the price of freedom, paid in blood and tears. In the sound of taps at sundown, left, that's good.
That's the price of freedom. Every sacrifice made, from the beaches and the battlefields to the choices soldiers made. It's the right to speak our minds and kneel down when we pray, all because a few brave souls still put America first today. Oh, glory keeps waving from sea to shining shore. Yeah, the price of freedom means freedom forevermore. So when you see that flag fly high, remember what it's for. The price of freedom.
He kissed his mama at the screen door light, said, "I'll be back, keep the porch light bright." Train rolled out, just a boy in boots, carrying more than he ever knew. There's a debt we owe he can't repay, for the price they paid so we could stay. Free to live and free to roam, 'cause someone fought to guard our home. So tip your hat when they pass you by. Some gave all, so we don't have to die.